I was embarrassed. I was tired.
I had a terrible relationship with food, and I think I've conquered that.
I lost 71 pounds with GUTLESS.
I look as good as I did when I was in my early 20s. Kind of crazy. I wouldn't have guessed that I would. Like, I got muscles in places that I forgot I used to have. My testosterone levels are higher. Health-wise, like what Clay was saying, John, all you guys, it's crazy. I feel fucking healthy. I feel like I'm in my 20s. And I think we should never forget that the testosterone, I mean, I did not feel like I was in my 20s. I felt like I was in my 40s. Now I feel like I'm in my 20s.
I was super cynical and skeptical. I'm just that way as a person. What I like the most, for me, I think like the whole package, it doesn't work if you just get the education or you just get the competition or you just get the G-Pod. But I feel like when you combine the competition with the camaraderie, with the education, it just gets super powerful. Jason Feinberg, I lost 28 pounds on GUTLESS.
I lost 7 inches off my gut.
Holy shit.
I lost 8 inches off my waist. 1 inch off of the biceps and 2 inches off the thigh.
I lost 10 pounds in the first 2 weeks.
I've lost 7 inches on my gut and like 5 inches on waist.
I haven't been below 200 pounds in 15 years.
I'm John Abramo, and I lost 44 pounds of GUTLESS.
I showed up at GUTLESS just really tired. I've got 2 little kids. I was reaching for that coffee at 3 o'clock daily. I'm just kind of feeling sorry for myself a little bit. Like, oh, I'm going to eat this bowl of ice cream because like I had such a tough night.
I felt like I was grinding. Like I was always working hard and working out, but I was just inconsistent without a plan.
When I first started GUTLESS, I was feeling like shit, to be completely honest. I was drinking almost every night. I was eating half a pint of ice cream. I was eating cookies. I was in a pretty dark place. I was lethargic. My hips, my knees hurt. I thought it was honestly just old football injuries. I just thought that was the way my body was supposed to feel. I was extremely irritable with my wife and kid. I wasn't confident. Had a lot of blood sugar crashes. Was always worried about when my next meal was, if I was going to be hungry, if I was going to be anxious, all that kind of stuff.
I actually realized I was full of shit. Like a lot of the excuses that I was making around why I couldn't work out or couldn't be healthy were just not true.
I took a picture of myself before I hopped on my pathway call with Coach Bryce. This is me in my car coming from the hospital, sun shining in. And I like to think that sunshine, that rainbow coming in was GUTLESS coming into my life.
And he said to me, dude, you need to put on a belt, you skinny bitch. Yes, that is the best thing that I've heard in 10 years.
I feel amazing now. I've had more energy than I've ever had. My knees feel so much better. My hips feel better. My back feels better. Like everything feels better. I have a lot more energy to play with my daughter now. I'm not nearly as irritable with my wife as I once was.
How do I feel? Like, I mean, it's night and day, man. Like the fact that since a lot of you guys, like 2 miles, you're like, whatever, do you do that shit in your sleep? But the fact that I walk 2 miles a day on a treadmill, like 2 years ago, if you told me that, I would have been like, you're a fucking idiot. Like I'm never going to walk again. Like, because I didn't know my knees would respond to this, like the weight loss, like, and I didn't know I could exercise like this because I didn't know how hard I could go. Back in the day when I was an athlete, sure, but it's just been so long since I've had that energy and felt the ability to do so. So yeah, energy, my changes, mobility is, huge, man. Like I don't hurt at all. Like nothing hurts anymore. My knees don't hurt. Like it's amazing.
I'm Carson Parmalee, and I lost 40.5 pounds with GUTLESS.
When I called Bryce, I was kind of frustrated with myself and I was ready for a change to get back to liking my body and how I felt in my body like I used to in my 30s. And I needed support beyond me because what I was doing on my own just wasn't helping.
When I met with Coach Bryce, I was feeling fat, chronically tired. I felt sick all the time, as in like I just felt ill. And the biggest thing is I felt ashamed. I have more energy than I've ever had. I'm up early and working out. My confidence is through the roof. You can see it in my work and in my personal life. Like I can just see like how I take my meetings now and like own the room.
In that first, whatever it was, week and a half, 2 weeks, I lost 10 pounds.
I feel amazing now.
I feel really good. I like the way I look. My name is Jason Dale Pierce, and I lost 20.3 pounds on GUTLESS.
My name's Clay, the Big Stick Nobles, and I lost 53 pounds on GUTLESS.
Just like for context, 211 pounds. The last time I weighed that, I was 19 years old. I left high school at like 204. And so that's just insane. I'm lower than my college lacrosse weight.
My blood pressure is obviously down. Cholesterol's down. I think I posted my triglycerides went from 295. They're at 95. My A1C went way down. Like that's not even a problem anymore. My doctor's like, she's like, dude, you're fine. Like keep that shit up and we're never going to talk about it again.
My name is Paul Carley and I lost 30 pounds on GUTLESS.
I'm John Yemelo. I lost 38 pounds with GUTLESS. It was my last chance, man. I was down and out. I was tired, wasn't feeling good. I had doctor's visits say, I had swelling in the ankles, lower extremities. Thought I had heart problems. I went through a battery of tests. They put me on all kinds of medications. My blood pressure was out of control. Fast forward through GUTLESS, I feel great. I mean, my mindset's totally different. Really what this program's done for me is it awoken that warrior spirit in me. I just feel like I can do anything. They dropped my blood pressure medicine to like 40 milligrams. I was on 80 milligrams. Took me off the diuretic that I was on. I don't have swelling of the lower extremities. The doctor said, when I see you next time, I'm going to take you off all your meds if you continue with this. Best thing about GUTLESS is it is the brotherhood. I would have never been able to do this without everybody.
My name's Travis Jones, and I lost 41.6 pounds on GUTLESS. I would have been jazzed. I would have lost 15 pounds. Now I'm at 41.6. I'm thinking maybe I'll try to hit 50 because, again, I never thought that I would have been in that state and even close to saying that.
It's made a huge difference.
Jason Bodie, and I lost 23.2 pounds with GUTLESS. My wife's pretty stoked. And I've been really just a better person at home, a better person at work, and a better person, within my own ears and in my head. So that's not measurable, but it's off the charts. The mindset and the just the overall wellness that has come from this is my biggest takeaway. My name is Michael Milano. I lost 23 pounds with GUTLESS.
My name is Jason Fain. I lost 28 pounds with GUTLESS.
I remember talking to Coach Bryce on the call, and I got the tinglies at one point because he was telling me what my life could be like after GUTLESS, and he was just telling me that I was going to be Marco 2.0. I was going to be a whole different person once I came out on the other end of this, and he was totally right. I lost probably 16 pounds within the first week, and by the end of the first month of GUTLESS, I was at like 40 some odd pounds. So at that point, I increased my G target to 51 pounds to beat Coach Danny. And, never in my wildest dreams did I even think I was going to lose more than like 20, 25 pounds. I was the same as you guys. And my G target was 51 pounds. And I beat that, got 64.4 pounds in the 60 days of Krakens. Right now, I'm at a total of 88.2 pounds down from the 267.8. And if I factor in the 19.6 pounds that I had gained, that's 107.8 pounds.